Mahjong is a widely popular four-player Chinese tile game that is played by players around the world. Similar to Gin Rummy, the objective of the game is to assemble a hand of certain combinations before the opponents. There are many rule variations that exist. However, they are very similar in gameplay. We will cover the most popular variation, which is the Hong Kong style of Mahjong. Let's start with the Mahjong set. A Mahjong set has 136 tiles and 8 bonus tiles, for a total of 144 tiles. These are divided into 3 types: basic tiles, honor tiles, and bonus tiles. The basic tiles contain 108 tiles in 3 suits: the dot suit, the bamboo suit, and the character suit. Each suit contains tiles numbered from 1 to 9, and there are 4 pieces of each number. Next, the honor tiles, which contains 28 tiles of 2 types: dragon tiles and wind tiles. There are 3 types of dragon tiles: red, green, and white dragon, and 4 types of wind tiles: east, south, west, and north. Same with the basic tiles. There are 4 pieces of each type. Note that the honor tiles can earn you extra points in a game. The last group of 8 tiles are the bonus or optional tiles. These tiles are unnecessary for basic gameplay, but are often incorporated for more interesting scoring possibilities. 4 tiles depict flowers and 4 present the seasons. These tiles can also score bonus points. The tiles can also be categorized as follows. Major or honor tiles are the tiles 1 and 9, as well as the winds and the dragons. Minor tiles are tiles numbered from 2 to 8. Keep this in mind, as it will be important when trying to compose a special hand for high score. Now that you are familiar with the Mahjong set, let's move on to the game. The game is divided into 4 steps. 1. Determining the seats for each player. 2. Dealing the tiles or breaking the wall. 3. Gameplay. And 4. Scoring. Let's look at how the seats are determined. First, each player takes the temporary seats arbitrarily and throws 2 dices. The player with the highest number becomes temporary east, and the other 3 seats, in counterclockwise order, temporary south, west, and north. Next, the temporary east mixes 4 wind tiles, 1 of each wind, face down on the table, and arrange them in a row. At one end of the row, an even-numbered suit tile is placed face up, and the other end, an odd-numbered suit tile. Temporary east then throws 2 dices and counts counterclockwise, starting with himself. If the number thrown is even, the player indicated picks up the tile at the even end of the row. If odd, the player indicated picks up the tile at the odd end of the row. The other 3 players, in counterclockwise order, pick up a tile in sequence. Each player then assumes the seat indicated by the drawn tile. The player who holds the east wind tile chooses which side of the table he or she would like to sit, followed by the remaining players. Note that the winds follows each other in counterclockwise direction in order of east, south, west, and north. Thus, they do not follow compass directions. East wind player also becomes the dealer to start the next sequence of the game, which is dealing the tiles or breaking the wall. Let's look at this step in more detail. All the tiles are mixed and shuffled face down on the table. Each player builds a 2-tile high, either 17 tiles long in a basic game, or 18 tiles long when using bonus tiles. All the tiles are used, and the 4 lines are then pushed together to form a square in the middle of the table. This square is called the wall. The players will pick the tiles from the wall during gameplay. To determine which side of the wall will be the starting point, east throws the 3 dices and counts counterclockwise, beginning with himself as 1. The player indicated then counts off along the tiles on his side of the wall, starting from the right end. This player then makes a break in the wall by pushing slightly the tiles to the left of the breaking point. The 7 stacks of tiles to the right of the breaking point are known as dead wall. The remaining tiles, starting from the tiles to the left of the breaking point, constitute the live wall. The 14 tiles of the dead wall are reserved as replacement tiles for Kongs, and flowers and seasons if they are used. Tiles are distributed from the breaking point. This is called breaking the wall. East starts by taking the 2 first stacks, 4 tiles, followed by the rest of the players counterclockwise around the table until each player has 12 tiles. Next, East draws the next stack of 2 tiles, and South, West, and North in turn take 1 tile each. Thus, East has 14 tiles, and the other 3 players have 13 tiles each. If the hand contains flowers or seasons, they are immediately placed face up and to the side of the hand, melded, and replaced with tiles from the dead wall. Now, let's look at the gameplay. East starts the game by discarding a tile face up in the center of the table. The draw then goes counterclockwise around the table, unless a tile is thrown, which a player can claim to complete a set. In that case, the turn jumps to the respective player's position. When a player discards a tile, any of the other players may pick up the discarded tile if the player has a set, which may be completed by the discarded tile. A matched set of tiles that is created by picking up a discarded tile must be laid face up on the table immediately. This is called a revealed set. A matched set of tiles that is dealt to a player, or made from tiles the player himself picks from the wall, must be kept secret until the end of the game. This is called a concealed set. In the most basic versions of Mahjong, players match tiles to make sets of 3, called Pongs, sets of 4, called Kongs, runs, called Chows, and a pair, called the Eyes. Be the first to make a winning hand before your opponents. The Kong, or matched set of 4 tiles, is the only exception to the concealed set rule. A Kong must always be shown on the table, regardless how the player obtained the 4th tile. After playing the Kong, the player picks a make-up tile from the dead wall. A winning or Mahjong hand is either ranked as a normal hand, which means that it is composed simply of a pair and 4 sets of any matched tiles, Pongs, Kongs, and or Chows, or a special hand, which consists of more complicated tile combinations. Mahjong hands are scored after a win. Scores are recorded as fans, which then translate into point values. Having bonus tiles, certain honor tiles, and concealed sets will score more points. There are many ways to compose a valuable Mahjong hand. Get online to read more and try your hand at Mahjong.